All right. What is up, everybody? How's it going tonight, guys? Welcome back to the stream. And happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys had an awesome holiday weekend. What is up, guys? It's RC Steve. We're finally back in it, guys, from a long holiday weekend. What is up? Shout out what you guys got into over the holiday week or weekend. You guys take the whole week off, or you guys just grinding, working away. Did you guys light a couple fireworks here and there? Let me know. And with that being said, how are you guys doing tonight? It is RC Steve 710. We are back, guys. Plenty of you guys hopping in super early as always. So I always appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and shout out who I see here in the chat. Already chatting away amongst you guys. So we got RC Cabin in the house. What up, brother? Checkers RC, Wiz Co-Crawler, Madhouse 570, Big Dumb Dad Hobbies. Let's go. I'm glad the audio sounds great, guys. Appreciate you giving me that feedback. Let me know if the internet's crisp. RC Kyle, what's up? Big Back, BMX, my boy. Man Down Inc., Badlines RC, Lurko, Haunter. Everybody's in the house. Scott Oliver, Sir Crawsalot. Let's go, guys. So, Waterworks at the bridge, man. I need to meet up with you, bro, and go to the bridge for sure. Um, Definitely. It's my backyard, or my parents' backyard now, but either who. I love Mount Baldy out there, guys. If you know any Mount Baldy locations in SoCal, if you guys go crawl around there or hike, let me know. But if you don't, go visit that area, go hike and have fun. Guys, you guys may have known we are missing Dirt McGirt, our co-host for Micro Mondays, guys. He's been, just kind of taking off a couple of days, which kind of ended up being, a little bit one more week, guys. So he just wanted to shout out to everybody, kind of wondering where he's at and, um, wondering, when he can get a hold of him or anything. But just wanted to let everybody know that he's going to be back next week for sure. He's going to be nice, well rested and reset. He's going to be ready for more Micro Mondays shenanigans, guys. So he says, thank you so much. And with that being also said, you guys, if you haven't tuned in to last week's, we had a little special guest to kind of fill the position for our co-host. So we're going to do the same thing tonight. And we couldn't be more thankful enough than you awesome guys in the RC community to, make this happen. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on our guest. I'll go ahead and introduce. We got another avid RC builder and creator, guys. We got Mini Mayhem in the house, who was
What up,
lost
guys?
an account as well, but he came back, guys. He's back with the original account, so
Yes,
we
sir.
got him on the original Mini Mayhem account. And yeah, it just seemed like, Instagram was just acting super crazy last week for no reason at all. But
Yeah,
man,
things are getting wonky.
yeah, tell me about it. Um, but how was your week and how's everything going with you, Hans? You're always on the
Oh,
move, but I think you're settled in a little bit.
yeah. So we're at a stationary iteration now. So we're 3 months here in Seattle.
Oh, nice, man. That's gonna be fun. There you guys go. We'll probably just leave the details at that. But
Yep.
hey, if you guys PNW want to meet up with Mini Mayhem, just shoot him a DM, see where he's at. But that's cool, man. Glad to hear you, getting around and being situated for a couple months.
Yeah,
So
it's nice. I got the bench set up, so that's cool.
I know
It's
that
been a
that's when I
minute.
know it's serious. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, he's really ready to
Yeah, I
go.
gotta
You
get.
can tell scale
I'm
garage.
getting locked in now.
He's busting out the little details now. That's funny. Uh, so Hans, man, we have an awesome month Guys, the year is flying by. We're already more than halfway through the year, guys. So it's just been so crazy, so cool. Almost everything every month, something new happens. Be at that every week, right? So we're always doing this show, talking about new stuff. Just blows my mind, man. So we're already halfway, and we've been doing the sponsor of the month, guys. So we got a new sponsor of the month for July. How awesome is that, guys?
Super sick.
Um, we are about to talk about Flub RC. So,
Wait, Chris always coming in hot for the community.
oh yeah, you
Sick.
guys already know. Since the early days,
Uh,
man, Flub
uh,
RC has been providing awesome scale bodies, and then also it kind of innovating, changing the game with these slime balls, these tire inserts, guys, these performance tire inserts for the 1.0 tires, and now expanded on to even all the larger sizes available, 1.3s, 1.8s, just everything in between now. So with this new system that he actually has things dialed in to where you can get the perfect insert that you guys need for your tire of choice. Be it like I have this Club L Series build with the Proline Toyos, and so these actually are really nice sidewall support while still being that nice conformity similar to the foam. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting that extra stable support, and then you're still getting that nice conformity. And there's some excellent properties in there as well, guys. Stuff like forward propulsion technology, the beveled sidewalls, and the dual conformity rates. So these are directional. You can even experiment flipping them around the other way to check out the effects. And then also, Hans, I don't know if you've been playing with these,
yeah,
but
I need to get a set of those soon. Yeah, those are so cool. What a man.
yeah, these are super neat, guys, especially if you want to take the tire tuning experience to even further to dial in those extreme performance rigs. But he's recently came out with these F cups. That's what they're calling these inserts right here. So these are little, I call them foam tuners. So these essentially, will still use the existing tire foam. However, it will still be able to give you that support on the sidewall area that you need. So really enhances the stability for side hills or any heavy duty, getting bound up situations. And man, I can tell you that I've actually had an awesome time kind of using the F cups in this Gladius build. So I was kind of sharing with my friends, like, okay, and here I actually don't have any Flub RC inserts. It's just, stock
Super
foam, stock,
wobbly.
yeah, kind of wobbly.
Yeah.
But in the back, what's cool about the F cups is you can either tune like on the outside or on the inside or on both. I just have it on the outside, so you can see I still have real nice foam traction, but then on the outside, I'm really squeezing it, guys, and you get like a nice dual stage kind of sidewall effect. So when you're really getting bound up, really getting compressed and getting sideways, now you're still getting that support you need, but you get um, the exact, that full foam conformity that some people prefer over the insert. So there's kind of everything for
Well,
everybody.
that's
And
the beauty about that is it's for situations like that. It's you can completely tune it to how you want it in that situation. And maybe it's not the best situation for everybody, but for you, you can tune it
exactly.
that way. Super sick.
So, if you guys have any questions, wondering, what size tires that you need or what size inserts that you need for your tires, there's a handy chart on the website. You guys can easily just go look for the name of the tire, and it should be the recommended insert right there.
I got a
If not,
I got a Flub RC hack for that same chart. He actually has I'm pretty sure it's all specced out, but every tire he has inserts for gives you how big they are. That's how I used to find tiny tires, to be honest.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
so use that hack, guys, and when you get more of them, or as you get a couple more here and there, you'll start getting the hang of the sizes that you need, or especially if you're kind of running like the similar style tires that keep coming out, like big tires, 63 millimeters. They usually end up being more or less the same insert nowadays. But check out Flub, guys, and if you want to go, head over to the website as well. For any of you guys listening here on Micro Mondays, he is blessing you guys with a special code. You guys can save, all month long. So go ahead and write this down, or maybe I can, Hans, if you don't mind, maybe type it in the chat. But Micro M10, guys, use that at checkout, Flub RC, guys, to save a little bit. After your Micro Monday show, if you want to check out any of those awesome products. So, guys, I recently built up that L series body. That was super fun. Build looks awesome. Now we're gonna go with something a little bit more performance, and this was that new drip kit uh, that he just came out with,
That's
and
crazy.
man, this thing is crazy, guys. So plenty of things for everybody, whether you're tiny tires or big tires, or you're a full scaler or a serious hardliner. Flub RC, he listens to the community about everything, and let me tell you what, this chassis is pretty dope. Not gonna lie, I just kind of started putting it together today, so let me just make sure everything's glued up because I was just putting those magnets on. But this kit is pretty unique in its own, guys. So it is a 20-degree skid angle. You guys can see very aggressive. Everything's pretty streamlined within the chassis. So the sliders, I really like this design, how it kind of flows with the chassis, kind of still keeping everything tucked up, and you're still able to have those longer, batteries or longer electronics, the ESCs and whatnot. Um, he was collabing with Mintech, guys, so you guys do get a couple of Mintech carbon fiber pieces, as well as this chassis. These chassis are cut by Mintech, so here in the U.S., guys, you guys know these are quality cut. Another thing, cool, Hans, is if you actually opt for the new atomic filament that he offers, night and day difference, because it's still a carbon fiber filament, but right off the bat, like this atomic filament, super super smooth,
Hmm.
and it just looks awesome. It's way less prep work than the original carbon fiber setup. A lot of crisp details, and I mean it's super light, and they look awesome. But the skid, the skid is printed, with that filament, and just it feels almost Delrin like. So, good job on that design.
Yeah,
But
you know what? I'm not even surprised, dude. So his prints are some of the smoothest ones I like, even from the start. Like I was always like, wow, it's like almost perfect, almost a perfect print each time.
yeah, so the print quality, guys, these things are awesome. Everything's pretty much printed in-house. And then as you guys saw that just right there, that's one of the cool features about this setup is that this comes with a little comp bucket bed style integrated into the shock tower. So it kind of has that design on the 3D, the bed, and then this body is already pre-cut for the angle, and then simply just has two magnets on the side. So kind of moving away with this performance oriented chassis from those side
Yeah,
mag mounts, the what do they call them, mag sliders, kind of moving away from that and then integrating into just like this
it's
seamless,
pretty
super
slick. It's pretty slick.
seamless. Yeah, the body sits super nice and flush within the sliders and everything, and just if you're trying to take it off, it's definitely on there. You guys know the flood magnets are pretty strong, so we'll build this one up, guys. It should look awesome. If you guys didn't see earlier, go back like a few episodes when we did have the Flub come on as a special guest, but we did kind of share the features of this and then the little interior and whatnot. And yeah, we'll be pairing this up, guys. It does come with a full link set as well. So right now they are sold out, guys, but he said he's expected to have another batch later this month. So stay tuned for that. And then as well, we do have a couple of awesome Flub RC giveaways for later this month. And then that reminds me real quick, Hans, before we get started with kind of just talking about more stuff too, we do have one giveaway tonight. It's nothing too crazy, but it is awesome. And I got one more of these. That's it for right now. But I'm going to give away one of these super
Oh
sick,
man, is that
trippy poster
yeah?
that is huge and the detail is just crisp, and you guys want to frame it or just hang it up, it's going to look
That'd
awesome
be great
wherever you guys put
for
it.
a back of the bench or a garage for sure.
Exactly. So we'll be giving away that tonight. If you want to hang out till the end of the show, I'll get your name on the list on a little spin the wheel. If you guys want to follow me, that'll probably be our rules for tonight. I think that should be super easy,
Pretty
right?
standard.
So let's do that. I'm sure I missed a whole bunch of questions right now. Um,
Yeah, they're just still on the Drip XX.
Let me know if you
Everybody's
guys have any questions on that
still
DripXX.
fantastic.
Yeah, we'll be making the link sets as well later this week, guys.
Oh, nice. I was
We'll have it
wondering.
mocked up. Yeah, I know guys have been kind of patiently waiting. Might as well give a couple updates too. We did have a whole bunch of people, support over the past month, with a whole bunch of orders coming in for their builds. So can't appreciate it more than enough, guys. Thank you. And then we're just kind of prepping ourselves for later this month, guys. If you do want to meet up in person, pick up link sets in person or check out other stuff in person, we'll be at the Little Guy Racing Open House. And we've got a whole bunch of things to kind of dive in regarding that Little Guy Racing Open House. I mean, it just seems like it's getting crazier and crazier with little updates or possible, drops and stuff like that going down out there. So
Yeah, the anticipation is building up.
yeah, I'm pretty stoked. So I'm gonna try and have some extra stuff out there to carry for you guys. Maybe working on a couple new things. I'll see if I can get it. Oh, the last thing, the hats. I'll have some sick trucker snapback hats coming in a couple of weeks or sooner, guys. So stay tuned for that. I know it's getting hot. I personally love hats on the trails or anytime I'm just awake and breathing. I'll have a hat on. But yeah, we'll get a couple hats. If you guys want to pick one up, we can hit me up in the DMs. And then Hans, I know you've been busy as well, kind of like um, finishing up client builds before you kind of head out to the next little mission. But now that you're all settled in, are you planning to open up any little spots or any spots available? Are you working on anything for any commission builds?
Yeah, I got a couple that I've been luckily enough to have them to be patient, but it's been about a month or so, so I'm trying to wrap that up and then I'll kind of go what I have. But yeah, uh, definitely. I feel like there's an echo.
Yeah, I know there's plenty of stuff, guys, especially during the summertime. I mean, man, the builds, we all go all out, guys, with these builds. So, you know, I imagine you guys have a few builds going on at once simultaneously. So shout out if you guys do. How many builds deep are you guys getting yourselves into at the moment? But while I write a couple names down, guys. Try and get this list nice and filled up for tonight. I know you guys want to get on that list, so I want to make sure you guys get on that list as well. But
I know I have probably 3 builds I'm working on
over,
outside of trying to get a couple bodies out of here.
yeah, I think right now I'm gonna get this DripXX mocked up.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yes.
patiently waiting for the hard part transmission to restock before I kind of like go full all in, like set up the electronics. But if
Uh, I
doesn't,
feel
they
like
don't come.
somebody was asking, is there an real quick, is there an somebody was asking if is there an alternative transmission they can use until they get that transmission that's out of stock?
I think you can honestly use like a stock transmission with you like maybe like a motor plate that sits the motors nice and high up. That way, with the 20-degree angled skid,
Oh yeah,
uh,
okay.
it's kind of still getting it out of the way of the links and stuff. Or, since it's going to be facing rearward, kind of you can probably experiment by DIYing uh, your own transmission or maybe your own skid plate. But from what I heard from like, you know, talks upon talks, is that Hard Park should be restocking like any week now, guys. So
Uh,
you want to maybe hold off like one more week. That'd probably be your best bet just to kind of like, if you're really aiming for this specific type of build, because uh, we've had some Flub RC team drivers who have already had it set up and it works like amazing, specifically how they kind of have it set up. So if you're looking for the optimal setup, yeah, definitely hang out. If you can, hang out a little bit, wait for that transmission to come in. But if you're kind of excited already to get it going, yeah, I would consider trying maybe like a MR24 transmission, LGRP, or something custom. I don't know.
so there is an option if you're antsy.
Yeah, if you're fancy, for sure, go for it. And if you already have something like that, that's not the hard part transmission, shout it out and let us know what if you guys came up with. Well, Mayhem, Hans, if you don't mind, if you see any comments real quick, I just want to get like two more
Oh
names,
yeah, you trying to enter in some names?
just like two more.
Yeah, I was kind of curious how many people are actually going to be going if I don't know, give a high sign if you guys are going to the LGRP meet.
Oh,
It
there you
seems
go.
like it's yeah, I think it's going to be seemingly overwhelming, but I don't know for sure how many people are going to go. What are you guys thinking?
All right, I don't know. I'm thinking half of these guys at least, but let's dive in, guys, to what we got going on for tonight. Uh, so let's dive in. We got some topics pulled up over here, and want to get to. I want to know what you think about all this stuff going on in the RC micro world lately, Hans. So, Meus Racing. So they actually came out with their own tires. They're saying Meus Racing
Wow.
finally has their own tires. Now we know they have carried some tires. Maybe it wasn't necessarily their own, but now these are, claimed to be their own. I'm going to pull over my screen right here and share with you guys. So here we go. Hans, we
Okay.
actually have two
Okay.
new tire options from Meus Racing. This one, we're calling it Super Bouncer. They're calling it the Super Bouncer. They come in two sizes, well, four sizes total, guys. So you guys are 1.0 wheel guys. You have that option. That would be the 60. So sorry, guys, I got it completely mixed up. So just two wheel sizes, two tire sizes. A 1.0 at 64 millimeters by 24 millimeters wide, 64 by 24.
64s.
It's kind of like the standard size right there. and then they have a 1.3 size, a 70 millimeter by 27 millimeter.
Oh, that might be a hit. A lot of guys are going 1.3s with those big tires.
Yeah, shout out guys if you've been picking up like 1.3s lately, or you guys still just, gotta stick to that 1.0 no matter what. Um, or you guys are beyond that, and you're only like 1.8s only or something. But let us
So
know,
those
guys.
are what you, Steve, you said the 1 inches are 64 mil?
64 millimeters tall. And if we kind of zoom in, we can sort of see, it has some nice kind of TSL sidewall lugs,
Yeah.
resembling like the
Uh,
Swamper style.
yeah.
Does say super, super bouncer, so would probably say super swamper if it did. But what's cool about this is that I like how they have the little mini grooves or the mini little steps on each individual lug. I like that because it kind of grabs a little bit better on the traction, just like an extra little grip.
Yeah, I'd probably do really good in like dirt on rock too, just kind of shoot it away.
They're calling it the MS6 super soft and sticky compound, guys. So it does sound like, proprietary. So we'll definitely be interested to hear if you guys pick some up already. And also their other tire, which might be popular amongst you guys too, is right here. So the pin tires have been pretty popular lately. A lot of guys have been seen making pin tire setups, especially for the bigger tire, like a sporty looking, cage looking, bodyless style, all out crazy hardliner builds. So we have two options as well, guys. The 1.0 guys will get their 1.0s in a 60 millimeter by 20 millimeter. So
Hmm.
that's actually a really nice pin size. It's like perfect little like width in my opinion and perfect height like for pin. I think that's super
Like
awesome.
a little pizza cutter wheel.
Yes, and people have been like trying to narrow their pins from like other tire companies just to get that nice extra millimeter or two off. And so if you guys don't want to trim, this is a good option coming for the 1.0 at 60 millimeters by 20 millimeters.
Huh.
And then what is going to really get people really excited, in my opinion, would be the 1.3 version, Hans. And you guys know I made a couple of the cut and shuts from the trenchers,
Yeah.
and I actually made, I think, and like 65s are perfect. So mine are personally like 65 by like 22 maybe, or like 20.
Okay.
But these 1.3s, the pins for Mias, they're going to be 70 by 22 millimeters. So I think that's going to be super popular, very, very popular for sure for you guys out there wanting to set up some easy kind of cut and shut looking pins or just want an aggressive pin in the new Mias compound. If we zoom in, guys, we can see the sidewall pattern, the grooves in the compounds, and then the pins, Hans, kind of remind me of the Luis RC pins, how they're kind of shaped like a little X. Well, I guess I could also say the Injora X HX ones too. They kind of have like those X pin kind of style. So this reminds me of like a blend between some sort of boom racing tire, like a Hustler tire, and then the Injora
Okay.
XHX pins.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, they
cool,
actually
guys.
look pretty well thought out. I mean, I couldn't really tell from far away, but when you zoomed in, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do some work for sure. So uh, they're available now on Amazon, and you guys know when they get to Amazon, especially now that they're moving stuff to the U.S., it's gonna start coming fast.
Yeah.
So if they're sold out of Amazon, check their regular website. But I'm sure you can
order off Amazon, it just might show like a little bit longer than like a prime estimated delivery. Probably be your best bet to just wait a couple more, wait a week or two, and see if it pops up, or just go ahead and order them now.
So you
But let me know,
have the
guys, who's going to be the guinea pigs. I see there's a couple guys already, getting their orders in for those tires.
yeah. I was just about to ask you because you have the tall skinnies on the Mana, right? Your Mana Ray.
Dude, I might need to try these out, to be
Yeah, I bet.
honest.
I was wondering if you were gonna maybe scoop some of them up.
The foams look pretty cool. They look like a nice soft foam, like a white kind of foam inside, guys. So, yeah, I'll be interested in maybe picking up one of the 1.3. I think maybe. Why not, man? I need a couple more, the 1.3s. And I have some more wheels, but not enough tires in that size.
Yeah, I've never done the tall skinny. What's the advantage? I mean, what do you like about having such a big tire at a skinny width?
So I think where these guys kind of what they're trying to do is well, I think narrow tires for pins will definitely give you that extra little bit of advantage to clear the gates if you're looking at a competition wise.
Okay.
Just kind of easier to kind of hook on obstacles and stuff rather than having too much surface area that maybe you don't want it in certain
Yeah.
areas. So it's a lot more precise, and then kind of having taller pin, that taller diameter is just going to make that belly clearance like that much better, that much higher. So it's kind of a depending on what you're going to set it up for, guys. It's not always about the huge tires, but if you're looking for like setting up those crazy, bodiless, all out, extreme MOA type of rigs, definitely consider some of these tires, I would say.
I wonder, I think I saw somebody mention, I wonder if it does actually consolidate the weight of the whole rig on a smaller patch, therefore giving it kind of more of a, you know what I mean, a grounded effect, since it's not trying to distribute the whole rig's weight amongst a bigger surface area. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say that too. You definitely get like kind of less, well, I know especially if you're doing it a cut and shut style, that's kind of where you get the difference between this and a pre-made one. So when you're doing the cut and shut, you're essentially kind of overall, I feel like it slims down the profile of the height of the sidewall. So then that helps with less tire fold, so just more sidewall performance in a sense.
Wild. Wild.
But it's a whole science,
Yeah.
man. People can get crazy, and there's a whole bunch of hacks and stuff I can imagine. Shout out if you guys do cut and shuts. If you guys have a pair of cut and shuts,
That seems like a lot of work.
it is. But I know there's guys that just they need it. They need that next innovation. They need that next
I
experiment.
can dig it. I can dig it.
But let's talk about another sneak peek or another product to keep an eye out for as well. So we've been talking about keeping an eye out for the next drop of the Flub drip kits coming out later this month. And then also we've seen over the past week more teases, guys. This is in regards to also the Little Guy Racing Parts meetup. So we're reminding you guys we were talking about Little Guy Racing Parts meetup. I'll be there, and everybody's going to be there. 24 Yep will be there. So Northwest Chassis Works, the video that I'm showing right here, actually just posted over on their profile. You can go check out this video for yourself, but with the caption of saying something's coming, dot, dot, dot. See you at the Little Guy Racing Parts swap meet slash open
Oh
house.
shit, he's gonna go.
Yeah, so he's going to be
Nice.
confirmed, guys, but he also says something's coming. And, we haven't seen, you guys the Athos XL, the Manta Ray. But this, from what we can kind of just take a little peek at,
Hmm.
definitely looks like another aggressive offering, guys, especially with that VTEC body kind of peeking out right there. You can see that the VTEC looks nice and chopped
That's
or trimmed. So
high and tight for
high and
sure.
tight, yeah. So something is coming, guys, from Northwest Chassis Works. If you're interested in getting the first hands look, or first look, or maybe even hands on
Yeah,
already over there, definitely go to the Little Guy Racing Parts Open House, guys. It's this month, July 26th. You guys don't want to
so
miss out.
is he gonna have a booth or what? What is he just attending?
I think he might be hanging out with either Milk Tea or myself.
Okay,
So you
yeah,
guys
look for
can
that then, guys.
easily find him either.
Just pay. Everybody's just gonna be paying attention to everybody's like lives on Instagram that day.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll all
But if
be
you
connected.
guys have any ideas of maybe what they're calling this one, I don't know. Shout out in the comments. So Northwest Chassis Works. See you soon. And then let's hop over to actually what Little Guy Racing Parts themselves they're doing. Man, just this whole month is just in a prep of just awesome stuff coming out, guys. Can't say it enough, but here we go. Guys, this is a huge announcement too, guys. And if you guys have been patiently waiting, new products, which we wait patiently, but at the same time we want new stuff. So man, Little Guy Racing just keeping the heat pumping out, and not only with their a new wheel design, but with a new licensed
Mm,
partner. Yes, guys, they just keep rolling out the licensed partners for these little scale parts, which personally, man, that's a huge feat to accomplish. So shout out to the Little Guy team for working super hard behind the scenes to get involved with these awesome off-road companies like Innov8 Racing. So guys, they have the new Innov8 G400 1.0 beadlock wheel. Before I go on any further, Hans, give me 5 words or less. Your first words that come to mind about this.
it just I think they're so active and they're really always, like you said, like to get a licensed product, that's not easy, especially when like it's just from a little micro crawler. Like you have to have great networking and like a lot of determination. So I give them a lot of props. They've always been pushing. For me personally, I don't care much about licensed products. Like it's cool and I can see how most people would appreciate it. Um, but those look really good.
Yeah,
I like
it's
those.
definitely cool, especially if you like the extra little details like the hubcap covers or that kind of CNC beadlock ring style. I could see that they have also like the name Innov8 etched on one of the spokes. So it's a pretty cool option, guys. And I'm sure with the Little Guy Racing blend, they're gonna have a few colors available, like this raw, the black, the gunmetal, maybe like other colors down the road, the bronze. You guys shout out if you guys were to pick up some of these, which color would you get. I actually didn't go to the website because I'm not a member, but they are available now, guys, for LGRP members. Go over to their website and you can pick up these wheels. If you're not a member, the public release will be tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific time, guys. So pretty awesome. Another wheel option, little guy. Like I said, man, it's just never ending. I think if I was to get some of those would probably look really good on that upcoming VTEC Type Pro MB little MB1
Oh
titanium
yeah, the
buggy.
little buggy
Yeah, I
thing.
think
Yeah,
that'll look sick.
yeah, that would be good. That would be a sweet combo.
All right, we gotta bring it back, Hans. You gotta tell me, um, when did you first build up your first SCX 24? Do you remember what year it was, or what was the chassis that were out like that you were first seeing? Or what?
Oh, well, it was like 20, what is it now? 25, so like 20, 21, 22, maybe. There wasn't much. There wasn't much around. Like there was a lot on like kind of like small things Etsy, but there weren't any people really like really persevering. There were a few. There were a few. But I built I don't know. I ended up it was like a mofo something, and then I don't know. I think my first proper build was definitely it was a killer. It was a killer chassis, the Spectre Pro. Um, I ended up selling it, you know, but it'd probably been a mofo and killer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so those guys definitely, I could agree. Those are some of the OGs offering chassis to the micro community. Even before that too, like just taking it way back, Team Garage Hack offering that real simple carbon fiber flat rail setup
Yeah,
that you can just swap over.
I never got there. I mean, I think or Injora. You get the Injora one off Amazon. That
Okay,
was it.
okay. Yeah, and I think Mias had their own too. And
I
they still
remember when
do, but
that came out. Yeah. Yeah, those
but
guys
coming back to
are actually really
like
good.
those smaller kind of companies, the Killer Chassis one, man, that one was one of the ones that kind of innovated the market to really push themselves, offering more angled skid, the double bend links, especially evolving into that. So yeah, the Spectre Pro was awesome, and then it was kind of it was highly sought after, hard to get sometimes. The drops come and go, guys, just
Yeah.
as any of the new products. It's hard to get sometimes, but we have some
Steve,
good news, guys. Real good news. Just today, we actually finally got an update from one of our favorite RC companies here for your micro RC um, necessities.
what a
But
vibe. What
man,
a vibe.
Killer Chassis, guys. Killer Chassis says that they are back. And good news, guys. You better just act fast, though, because the Spectre Pro chassis kits are also back. A super small batch. Just hit that website, so get them while they're hot. And let me tell you as well, too. I'll show you guys something that you guys have probably been just dying to have. Like, people have been asking me, like, yo, I will pay like triple the cost of your wheels or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But additionally, he does say he has beadlock rings and roof racks on the way. So if you guys see this awesome picture right here with those beadlock rings, and people always ask me like, dude, what
Yeah.
kind of rings do you have and stuff like that. So check out the Killer Chassis
Vintage.
platform, guys. It's awesome. And as well, his rings and roof racks, guys, they're on the way. So if you guys want to check out some of those awesome products, they're gonna probably be offered in like the carbon, the aluminum, titanium, I believe.
You
Uh,
you know what else about Jackson? If you go to his website and you look under blog, he put into a lot of work into his blog, man. He breaks down how to make a capable rig. It's just, have you ever read his blog?
yeah,
So
that was
crazy.
one of the game changers as well
Yeah,
because we
dude,
all kind
man.
of were evolving at that time and setting up like one of those chassis, like a killer chassis, really involved you to pay attention to how the skid plate is installed, integrated with the sliders as well. So it's kind of like all a process, and then having the right tools to set it up, and he really had a nice direction where he was headed towards and where he put the products that he made. I remember we were working, side by side, or not necessarily side by side, but he had an idea. He sent me like, "Yo, I need a link set like this," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll make it happen." And sure enough, he first came out with like the first double bend link set offering, which kind of just from there taken off. Uh, a lot of people love that feature.
Yeah,
Really adds that
I
extra
was wondering,
premium.
that must have been one of the more advanced, exciting link sets that you were going to start offering was when you had the Z links, right? That's what they were
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
OG Z links.
it was definitely an awesome, super awesome like experience just to kind of take the platform to the next level, guys. So yeah, the Killer Chassis, while it is considered still like a center style skid. It's gonna utilize those C10s, similar Gladiator wheelbases. But if you want to get the full experience, guys, recommend you pick up the RC Steve Spectre Pro link set. That way, you guys can get the optimized killer chassis measurements that he had designed the chassis around. And so you get, all these little features, 11-degree skid, and yeah, just check out the site, guys. I'm sure he's going to be updating it with the other products coming soon. But if you guys want to pick up one of those Spectre Pro kits, probably act now before they go away again.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was too late.
Yeah,
That's how
right.
it's been. That's just the story of the game lately.
I want to go through a couple comments to Burner. His aesthetic to the brand has always been dope. Yeah, guys, he always put off this awesome killer, like grungy type of look to his builds and his setups, and it just goes hand in hand. The brand, the killer chassis. It's a line slayer, man. It's a killer. So
Passion project for
yeah,
sure.
super cool. Website wasn't working. I'm sure try and refresh. Maybe check again later. Chance, I know you have all the killer products, the killer chassis products. He's a big supporter, man. Redneck, yeah, man. Go check out the vlog, guys. It's pretty much handy for all types of high performance SCX24 builds for sure. Mind of Magnus, yeah, that would be a cool giveaway. We could probably maybe consider something like that. Or if you guys want to tune into epic giveaways, usually we do an awesome end of the year, just to really give back to the community. That's always fun too. But yeah, that'll be a good idea. Maybe we get to save a sticker or two here or there and then just give it all away. All right, the goods coming. Oh yeah, Toto's Tiny Trucks. He knows. Yeah. So
I get it.
Killer Chassis really putting that innovation, guys, for the guys. So check them out. Let's head over. We got a couple more topics, guys, while we are running. Everything's running great right now. Let me know, guys. How's my screen? How's the internet quality? Hans, you're
Yeah,
looking crisp.
all systems go, man. We're getting
All
lucky
right.
here.
Sweet. Yes. So we got more innovation, guys. And if you haven't seen lately, Haunter RC, he did recently come out with the Dark Pulse transmission. That thing is pretty sick, offering to get that 9 millimeter motor setup super low. But I know a lot of guys are also interested in the. So let me share with you guys his Dark Pulse transmission again that we kind of shared last week. So that for the 9 millimeter kind of mini micro style, the micro size motors, guys. But if you guys are fans of the mini setup, there is another transmission on the way. I do have a couple of sneak peek pics. You guys might have seen them already on the story, but I can share right here. This one will be called the Nightshade transmission, and it's awesome. Um, I know you haven't seen or haven't really have you had like a Nacho or a Nod 24 transmission or any of these crazy
No,
low
no,
transmissions,
I
Hans,
haven't. I
yet?
haven't gotten that crazy. I haven't gotten
Yeah,
that
so
crazy yet.
this is like a next level, guys. It's going to be probably super popular as the year continues or as the innovation progresses in the micro scene, in my opinion. But these low style transmissions that Haunter has been kind of playing around with, designing for us. This one's going to be a mini Komodo style mount, so it's going to use the 12 millimeter bolt spacing for the motor. The transmission itself sits a little sideways on the skid itself, so that'll give a few millimeters of room to work with. So having these transmissions kind of sit a little bit more spread out or off to the side will really just give you that extra room to tuck those larger size motors in. So the mini pancake showing right there. While it does have the drive shaft angle, a little bit angled like that. It is actually almost still parallel with everything. So it's still gonna run smooth. It's not gonna feel any harsh binding, especially with metal drive shafts, guys. So let's say the main spur gear and the drive shaft are almost
Hmm.
parallel. So if you guys can see this drive
Yeah, I
shaft
can
and the
see it.
main gear, it's almost parallel now. So that just basically means it's super low. It's a nice low setup to get that spur gear as low as possible, which will be awesome as well, guys. Because if you're in this setup as well, I believe he's running a D90 setup, one of the Haunter Dragonfly D90 link sets, guys. So, yes, these are super short front end setups. So, you guys can see if
Yeah,
you get
that's
this
very short.
RC Steve link sets, we offer these with the outboard link setup. You can already mount the links to the outside, so that'll clear these low big pancake style motors, and they just look cool all in all. Definitely a nice innovation. They'll be available soon, guys. um, but what I like about these type of setups is that it'll get the motor nice and low, but it'll still place it up nice and high to where it's out of the way from links and the drive shaft. So this kind of just takes everything, all the stress away from kind of fitting that type of forward facing motor, and just it makes it real easy to set up, especially in where he has it in his own Dragonfly chassis. So if you guys are looking for that, stay tuned. They'll be available soon. Again, guys, these are like your build your own transmissions, so they'll be available just with the plates and hardware and bearings. So you'll have to provide your own transmission gears for that. Any questions I missed? You see, Hans?
People are admiring the transmission, wondering where they can get it, finding out. The chat is like a well-oiled machine, to be honest.
Just keeps
I
going, huh?
Yeah, well, everybody, it's so nice because everybody eventually answers somebody's question. But someone who's asking, what are the main benefits to outboard links,
Yeah,
in your
it gets a
opinion?
whole lot of like scientific uh, physics if you really want to dive into it. But main one of the main benefits too is if you're trying to get these super low motor setups, it will easily give you that clearance that you need, especially in the front. But there's other effects that the outboard setups do, such as enhance stability or enhance
Yeah.
the descent control, the tire the tires sinking in or floating over obstacles. There's a bunch of different different aspects and variables to put into the consideration. So depending on the
But
type of
outside of that, I just wanted to reiterate on the fact that it's very. I have like several rigs that I wouldn't be able to fit my motor and electron, just the way it's set up if the links were on the inside. So it is very much so also beneficial for space concern, like you were saying.
yeah. So, and then certain chassis will benefit from certain configurations more than other chassis
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
So it's always kind of test and tune for yourself and find what type of driving experience works best for you and in your type of terrain and situations. But an awesome update from Hunter RC, busting out those transmissions, guys. A couple more new stuff, guys. Rolling it deep. We're gonna close it up real quick and get a name drawn tonight for that awesome Trippy poster. But we have right here another new product. Let me know if you guys were fast enough to even grab this, because as of now, the store is now closed. But our good buddy who's making
yeah.
the awesome pre-runner
Okay.
MB24 Go Fast Everything setups also has something for the hardliner guys. Patrick's RCs is who we're talking about
All
here on
right.
Instagram, and he's offering the Storm chassis. So it's his personal project. He's been working on it for a little while, and he's excited to have it ready for the summer. So while he is pretty busy getting those pre-runner kits out, he did release that one quietly, guys. So they're on his site, but the shop did close earlier this week. So maybe check to see if they're open. Who knows if you just closed during the holiday break. But regardless, keep an eye out if this is something that you're into. It's another high clearance, no barrier, no carrier bearing, gladiator wheelbase setup. You can run this one, Hans, with like a cage shown in the video, or you can use your favorite hard body with the adjustable mag mounts and sliders that are also included.
Okay. Okay.
So plenty of options, the front and rear upper link mounts, and lots of shock mounts and options for any setup that you guys have in mind. So check out if you guys are looking for that, to stay tuned with Patrick's RCs on when, or let me know, guys, if they're still available on the website or if the website's back up and
Sounds
running. Just keep
like
it.
you were right. Somebody said that he said he'll be back in August.
Oh, okay.
Back open in
Well,
August.
that's awesome, man. So something to look forward to, guys. You know, I'm sure, like we said earlier in the show, that you guys are probably well above your head in builds. So kind of keep this one in your roadmap if there's something that piques your interest. So it'll be back open in August, guys. Thanks for shouting that out in the chats
Yeah,
too.
guys.
Lastly, guys, we do have like just few more topics actually. Wizco, man, I want to chat about another awesome community member here on Instagram,
Oh,
guys, in the RC community. Uh, just like Mini Mayhem, guys. You guys know another awesome RC painter and builder. So he's been on his own personal journey as well, offering his services to the RC community. And he did want to give a huge thank you to the community, guys. He's got quite a quite a nice queue lined up for him for the paint jobs and commission work. So he just also wanted to kind of give a little heads up that he's getting he's just more than appreciative. Definitely hit him up if you want one of his creations, and he wanted to share that he has a new product release that he will be sharing and showing later this week. So make sure you guys follow Wizco Crawler on Instagram, and you guys can check out what he has in the pipeline. Any guesses, Hans? What you guys think in the chat as well? Any guesses to what Wizco Crawler is up to?
probably something sneaky. It's clever.
Oh, did you see something?
I don't know. I feel like everybody's pushing so many boundaries. It's just you never know. You never know what's coming around the corner.
Man, dude, it is just crazy. Let's see. I see Milk Tea in the house. Milk Tea, man, you missed the whole show. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
hopefully he was driving. Couldn't watch while he was
Milk
driving.
Tea, we got this last news update for you, though, bro. I know you got the MOG recently. You shared that awesome midnight MOG from Fair RC. And I've been actually paying attention to what they've been up to. Recently, they've been dropping different mods. You guys know we share with their mod setups is basically just taking their FMS kind of platforms and putting their own Fair RC twist to it. So this one kind of got my attention. I'm like, man, I think I should join Bernie on the MOG journey. And
Oh,
I saw this one right here.
oh no. Oh yeah. Yep has one of those. Yeah, 24 Yep has one of those. Those are so cool.
Yeah, the green one is pretty cool. The Batrazi setup. So they basically just set it up with the Batrazi uh, green shocks, the green olive drab style paint job. So those are pretty cool.
Full meal
The
deal. What
3D painted.
size are those wheels?
Those probably look like I don't know. I would have to say like 1.3s maybe.
Okay.
But shout out, guys. You know, Fair RC always makes some cool mods out there. I thought this one was one of the cooler ones. I also did see a couple more of those, but if you guys do like the Fair RC modded style setups, shout out if you guys did pick up any of them recently. And lastly, guys, we do have a whole bunch of events happening this month, as well as an awesome event out in the islands coming up in just a few more weeks, guys, in the beginning of August. So we'll go ahead and share with you guys starting. We're going to go backwards because I'm kind of like got everything all jumbled up. But August, guys, burner account, Menehune, the Menehune 3 crawlers and
Oh
cuts, guys.
man.
Guys, this is going to be an awesome island gathering out there in Hawaii, guys. So Sandy Beach Park, Hawaii. You don't want to miss it.
What a treat that would be.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And shout out actually right here to Milk Tea. If you guys want to see this same exact post, head over to Milk Tea's profile because he has this calendar post on his profile. It's probably like 3 weeks back. So that's how prepped Milk Tea is for us. So shout out to Milk Tea. He's got a handful of dates right there. And if you guys have an event near you that's happening, feel free to shout it out below. We're going to just shout out a couple of them right here for tonight. So that Menehune 3 is going to happen August 2nd. Like I said, it's going to be 124th micro comp as well as some 110th show and shine and awesome little prizes and games and stuff. So check that out. And then also, of course, guys, the Little Guy Racing Parts Open House just in a couple of weeks, guys. It's going to be awesome. Super huge gathering, guys. Get to experience the Little Guy Racing new headquarters. Get to see the open house. Get to see the ins and outs of Little Guy Racing. And plus, there will be an awesome swap meet at the same time, guys. Food, music, the whole shebang. It's going to be crazy. Um, so July 26th, then, and just this week, guys, this weekend. So that'll be in 2 weeks. This will be this weekend. Addicted RC. This one's been planned out for a minute too. This one looks
Man.
so fun.
Yeah.
Addicted RC out in the wild micro comp out there in Oceanside, California. July 12th, guys. There was a special build off as well, hosted in collab with Robski Fab. So shout out to the amazing sponsors participating in that event too. I will definitely try my best. Right now it's looking like 50-50, guys. But I'll definitely try and see what I can do to get out to the Oceanside area. But if not, definitely catch me, guys, in a couple more weeks over at the Little Guy Racing Parts swap meet. And man, it's crazy. Let's see. We got any shout outs that you want to shout out, Hans? While I'm just, I'm not putting in any more names. I'm just checking for duplicate names and making sure everything's good.
I just want to shout out to everybody. Everybody's so awesome. Um, everybody's, yeah, just talking about everybody's appreciation for everything, the events. Shout out Milk Tea. Super excited about this event that you're talking about right now. Yeah, the vibe is happening. It's the chat is vibing right now.
Dude, love that, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
so shout out to everybody. So we got pretty nice list right there, guys. Again, we did kind of cut it off like 10 minutes ago. Well, now 15 minutes ago. I usually cut it off like 10 minutes prior toward the show ending, guys. But we do have our list ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle this list up, and we'll bring it up on our screen right now. But before we do that, before we bring up the wheel list and all that stuff, hop back over here. let me shout out again a couple stuff. So yeah, we'll be doing the giveaway, guys. It's gonna be the awesome trippy poster. All right.
Uh,
And if you guys
people
tuned
want it.
in to Micro Mondays, oh Hans, I'll see what I can get you, bro. For if you're gonna come all the way down here, I'll see what maybe I can cook up in time. A little something.
I'll keep my
Take up.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, you can keep
People,
them crossed.
people are stoked. People are stoked to get that though. There.
And shout out again to the sponsor of the month. We have Flub RC, guys. If you guys want to check out any of his awesome products, get some tire inserts for your next build, you can use the code, guys, micro M10 at checkout. And, shout out to Flub. We're going to be giving away some Flub goodies soon here, too. And if you guys tuned in for the whole Micro Monday show, shout out what's your favorite thing we talked about this episode. And with that being said, I'm just shuffling, guys, the wheel. I'm about to bring my phone over to the screen now, guys. And let me open up a fresh search here on Instagram. All right, guys, we're doing it. Here we go. Micro M10. Yeah, guys, if you guys didn't get the code, you want to know exactly what it is, there it is in the chat. Thank you, brothers, for putting it in there. Let me just get a little sip of water, and we're going to spin it to win it. Transmissions, yeah. Those transmissions are getting crazy.
Yeah.
The L series, man, that thing is fun. I'm gonna get that L series back out tomorrow. Didn't have a lot of time to get it out,
Yeah.
but we're,
Are you still tuning it?
we're definitely still tuning it.
Yeah.
We can bust out way more performance than it can definitely be another Forerunner, but even crazier. Just
Oh
the
shoot.
body's lighter. It's got crazy big tires. The tits axles can take like huge TRX 4M
Yeah,
knuckles.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be sick.
A
A
sleeper.
sleeper, another sleeper. I think that's what we do over here. We just sleep with these
We'll
builds.
just push the boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Incognito. All right, guys. Here we go. I'm clicking it. Good luck. Shout out. We're gonna check real quick if you guys are following RC Steve. You got to shout out if you're here, though. That's the only way you're going to get this awesome trippy poster. Walker Pipe.
Walker pipe.
Walker Pipe. We'll give you a 30-second timer. Put you on. Wait for you to shout out. Let's see. What are we sharing? The L series? I don't think he's on. I think he's
Yeah,
not here.
it's a handle that kind of sounds like he's a lever.
All right. He's walking away, unfortunately, or not.
I think anybody in there before we burn it.
Yeah, it looks like we're burning it, guys.
Yeah, there's other people. There's other people waiting.
Yeah. All right, let's burn it.
Ooh, those look good.
Man, those came out
Yeah.
cool. Let's see, we go. We're gonna remove this Walker pipe, so gives you guys that extra chance. Here we go. Just
Right.
diving right back into it. That's the rules, guys. That's how we do it out here. So we got ASB STLMO.
All right, buddy. Let's go. Is he here?
Let's go. I'm here. No, that's not you. That's almost looks like you. Steve, keep asking. All right. We gonna burn it or what?
Yeah, I mean, I think a 5, 10 seconds is probably pretty good. If anybody knows that handle, are they here?
I saw him earlier, but maybe he had to jet off. So if he's not here, I don't see him in my chat.
Yeah,
It looks like we're burning it.
chat
Man,
says burn
everybody's ready. Everybody's ready again.
it. Burn
All right. I mean, hey,
it.
sometimes it happens. It gets a little late, you know. I can understand. I think that friend is East Coast. But let's see. Let's see. Let's just dive in. We're not waiting anymore.
Pilot dive.
Definitely no more waiting, guys.
Oh, he's probably here.
Oh,
He's definitely here.
Lurko.
Well, to give him a 10 count.
Lurko. Is he lurking in here? Is he Lurko? We're looking for Lurko. Who's staying up past their bedtime?
Maybe
Oh,
Lurko.
Lurko.
Where's he
Hello,
go?
Lurko.
There he is. He's here.
We're gonna look up Lurko real quick, guys, just to wait. Oh, I spelled him wrong. My bad. Just to verify that he's following RC Steve. And yes, guys, he is. There he is, right there,
Perfect.
following RC
Perfect.
Steve, just so you guys can see. So, Lurko, congratulations, man. You walked away tonight. We weren't even going to give out anything tonight, but I was like, you know what?
And
Why
give
not? I
give
got
away your one
one more
poster.
of these, and somebody needs one because this has
Unobtainium
been rolled up.
now. Unobtainium. He's probably going to flip it and sell it at swap meet.
Look how huge that thing is, man.
Double. Yeah, that's a good size. That's a good size.
Yeah, it's
Nice
been rolled
backdrop.
up for a while, so you'll get it nice and fresh. But yeah, guys, link sets, flip, flub, DripX link sets coming. I responded to pretty much all the DMs today, so I'll respond to any that are still left later today. And now's a great time to get your order in. We're cranking them out. Products, all that good stuff will be at the Little Guy Racing Part swap meet. Even Mini Mayhem will be there, guys. So thank you again as well to Mini Mayhem for hanging out tonight.
Oh, dude, I'm
Taking it,
always here anyway.
yeah,
So good.
holding
My
it down for
pleasure.
Dirt McGirt.
Yep.
Guys, Dirt McGirt, he will be back next
Yeah,
week, guys. That should be
he's
exciting. We'll probably bring on Mini, maybe. You know, we'll have
oh, a little.
a little party for a little
Yeah.
bit and probably pass the torch after that and just have some good times again. Um, it's been a blast, man, and you know, thank you so much, bro. It's always
Yeah.
awesome for hanging out.
It's an absolute
And
pleasure.
and closing it off, guys, again, couldn't be doing all this every week without you guys. So we appreciate you guys tuning in and enjoying Micro Mondays. RC Steve will be signing off. You guys have a great rest of your week. Until then, take care,
All
man. Peace.
right, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Later,
Later,
Steve.
later, hands.
Good one.